Hi, and welcome back to the MattCast podcast, episode 101. We still here.
Yeah.
We had, what was it? College football championship game. What a game. It was actually what I wanted out of a championship game, where it's a nice, healthy balance of like back and forth. We'll get a little bit more into that.
Mhm.
We got the divisional round with I don't say, not an upset, but like we had one major thing that happened to the starting quarterback to one of the teams.
Yeah, that game I think is overall controversial, depending
Yes.
on what fan base you lie with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of controversial calls with that one. Yeah. And then we're gonna go into next week's semi or conference championship game, and then we have trivia to round it out. I'm probably gonna fail miserably.
I thought I'm gonna be honest because you asked me like how I thought I gave you some, dare I say, some like layups.
Okay.
Like
Tom Brady,
not that big of a layup. But if you know like white boy culture, that's what I'll tell you.
Mike Allstott.
He is one of them.
Yes. All
Mike
right. Cool.
Allside is one of them.
I got one already. Because I was actually talking to a friend of the podcast, potential new editor Ryan, about it.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. I was showing him like the ground and pound, the American Dad meme.
Yeah.
What happened to the run?
Ground and pound, baby.
It turns to the Mike Allstott like
Yeah.
edit. Yeah. He said like that's hilarious. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Mhm.
White boy running the football, the fullback.
There you go.
Because I started up an ultimate challenge or like the Road to Glory on NCAA 14.
Hey, Dilly, what you
What the
doing?
dog
I was trying to
doing?
get fullback so I could make myself my own weight, my own current size.
Yeah.
As a college fullback
Mhm.
and just give myself that neck pad
Yeah.
for high pads and
The
everything.
ridiculous cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No gloves, just like only tape on my wrist and
Mhm.
everything. But no, they didn't. I'm just a halfback now at 6 foot 230.
I'm surprised that they don't have a fullback position.
Yeah, I think in 2013 they did.
It's not as popular as position as it was
No.
back in the day.
Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff for the algorithm. It helps us out, and maybe at some point we can start making some money and better production value.
Speaking of making money, we'd like to talk about our advertisement partner today, Hart Ventures Electrical Services. Free estimates on any job you need.
I did actually hit up Mr. Hart Ventures because I have an outlet that just decided to die on me.
Oh,
Yeah, just quit working. Thankfully, it's our living upstairs TV. We don't
yeah.
really use it that much. So, like, it's not a necessary thing to lose, or like, it's not like I need you today.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, man, I could probably see you next week. He's that busy.
Gave you a free
Yeah.
estimate.
Yeah. And like, he even gave me potential what could be happening to it as well.
I'm also gonna be using his services. My mom just got a house, and the previous homeowner had some interesting choices on things. But the downstairs, there's like a bar. They have a TV mount in the kitchen.
Wow.
So it is a big space. So my mom's husband's looking to have like 3
Yeah.
TVs and
Get the
then
whole football experience in the basement.
it's gonna look sick. So
The
I wanna
American dream.
I'm gonna talk to him
Yeah.
about his services, literally.
Oh, yeah. With that being said, we'll go into the championship game.
First time in MattCast history, we were all correct in all the choices.
Yes, and that includes for both NFL and college picks. We picked Indiana. It kind of got a little bit close there. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is about to happen. Because Carson Beck, that whole fourth quarter, they were moving down the field. Indiana could not stop them to save their life up until that last play.
I think they needed to get on like Fletcher and Tony. Those two were outstanding,
and they did it
them.
for the whole game, like the whole first half.
Yeah, they held them to just nothing in the first half. And I mean, Carson Beck, he didn't look great, but he didn't the only pick he had was that game sealing one.
Game sealing one.
And I thought it was going to be a lot more defensively on both sides. The big thing that helped Indiana was that blocked punt.
Yeah.
That got returned for a touchdown.
Dude, that was wonderful to watch.
I mean, not if you're a
Miami
Miami
fan.
fan,
Sorry,
like,
Miami fans.
because that was unblocked coming
Yeah.
off the edge. They weren't even bringing pressure. I looked like, I think it was 87 on Miami, just
87, just
totally
literally
missed his
I
assignment,
was
totally whiffed on the block.
yeah. I was telling my woman, it's just like, that dude's losing his NIL money. Like,
He's probably going to try to get the fuck up out of
yeah.
Miami. I thought Miami's defense did a good job holding Indiana's run.
Oh, yeah.
Kalen Black, he never broke over 80 yards on the ground.
Nope.
But they're feeding him
Yeah.
17 carries.
And Josh Pate said something that I actually wanted to look into as well.
Mhm.
All the teams that held Indiana to 4 yards a carry, 4 to 5 yards a carry, because they were normally getting 6 yards,
Mhm.
um, were within one score game.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so holding Tyron Black to less than 80 yards off of 17 carries follows the standard one score game.
You also had Miami. They didn't capitalize on a field goal.
No.
The way that thing boinked,
Yeah.
it didn't sound like your traditional, like when it's like boom.
Yeah.
It sounded so fucking weird to me. Also, I had to explain to my mom that yes, Miami University's like team name is the Hurricanes,
Hmm.
but their mascot is a duck.
Yeah.
And she was like, "But why?" I was like, "It's like the same thing with Iowa State where they're called the Cyclones, but their mascot
Is a card.
is a cardinal. But
Yeah.
why?" And I was like, "Because you can't dress up someone as a big ass cloud
Yeah.
and like
And have
it's."
people know who you are.
Yeah, I was like, it's just, and I was like, it's just
Like, you
sell
don't want to have a
merchandise. Like,
yeah.
I genuinely don't know what to tell you anymore. Like,
It's just like you can't have a mascot just walk around in a giant U either, because then it's just too big and bulky. Because he's
yeah,
like all the way out here, his arm.
I mean, you would have to get like two people on each side of the U,
Yeah.
but even then, you would be clear. Like, people would be jumping through them all the time.
Yeah.
They would be knocking kids' heads off. It wouldn't be a good look.
No, wouldn't be a good look at all.
Speaking of not a good look, Mark Fletcher after the game punched an Indiana player.
Started swinging.
Yeah, not 100% sure what was.
What happened there?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
I
I saw.
I do I will say, like, I don't condone it, but
I get it.
yeah, you're frustrated. You play your ass off.
Yeah. You had a 57-yard rushing touchdown.
2 TD, yeah, and
Yeah.
that I think that first one, the 57, like, that was their first score, if I'm
Mhm.
remembering
Yep.
correctly.
And was really what kind of brought Indiana back into, or
Yeah.
not Indiana, Miami into,
Mhm.
oh shit, this is a ball game now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, oh my God, this could actually happen.
That Indiana, like, dude,
It's showing up on our screen right now. Fernando Mendoza's
Mendoza's
dive.
on, like, what was it, 4th
Fourth
and
and
4,
11.
4th and something or
Yeah.
other. Dude, yeah, that was I no, I think it was because they had 2 4th and 5s in a row, if I
Yeah.
remember right. And
12-yard run.
yeah, it was 12-yard run. And then they had that field goal to end the game, and I was sitting there, I was like, dude, because it was another 4th down. I think it was like 4th and 4 there, and I was like, dude, please,
Yeah.
please just go for it. Like, don't do a field goal because you're just giving Miami the chance to
Hmm.
drive down the field and walk it off with a touchdown.
Yeah.
Because it was 21-24, and then with the field goal became 21-26. If Miami goes down and score 21 or 27-28.
Yeah. But it was also another 4th and 4 as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying go
Yeah.
for it. You know, you've already gone for it 4th and 5 twice on the previous drive to score.
Hmm.
But, you know, it worked out for them.
Yep.
It ended up
And
working out for
yeah,
them.
I was sitting there and I feel bad for Carson Beck because he won 2 natties as a backup with Georgia
Yeah.
underneath Stetson Bennett.
Yeah.
Fucked up his arm in the playoffs.
Mhm. One thing I got to get off my chest, and like I've said all season, this is my first time really diving into college football.
Hmm.
They had a press conference before the game, and one of the reporters was like, "Oh, so how are classes being?" He goes, "I graduated 2 years ago. And
Yeah.
it's like, why the fuck are you still playing college sports, dog? Like, if you
Mhm.
graduated 2 years ago and you're not a college student, why
Yeah.
the fuck are you still playing college football? And if someone could explain that to me, I would
Um,
appreciate that dearly. I am definitely, you can definitely say I am a casual when it comes to college
yeah.
sports. I want to learn that. But when I saw that, I was like, why the fuck is he still a college
Yeah.
athlete?
So I don't think he's a full-on college athlete at that point.
I think part of it that comes into play is the COVID years.
Yes.
They give them so many years for the COVID years.
hmm
But even then, to me, is like,
So like he
like it
had
just
6 years of eligibility
yeah.
during those COVID years.
But even then, you don't even need it. Like if
Yeah.
you feel like you're ready, you don't need to perform there.
No. And like I think he since he had those extra years of eligibility,
Hmm.
he doesn't have to he's probably enrolled in school, so like he might have a class or something like that
Right.
just so he can still play. Um but I think NCAA standards say up until you have your bachelor's, you have to be a full-time student
Yeah.
to be eligible to play. So that means what is it, 12 credits a semester?
Hmm.
But then after you graduate, I don't think they have a standard yet.
Yeah.
So you just have to be enrolled in something.
Mm,
So like it could be underwater basket weaving. And you
sure.
show up for one class, knock it out, and then that's it.
First time team went 16-0.
Yep.
When no, it's been a while since. You remember who the last team to do it was? I learned this from the broadcast. It was from Yale. I know you wouldn't have guessed it. You want to guess the year?
Oh, wasn't it like
Nope.
1918?
Yep.
1889.
1894 was the last time a team went 16-0. I'm pretty sure that was before the forward pass was
Yeah.
legalized. The first time a team has won like their first CFP was since 1996, the Florida Gators.
hmm
So since 1996, it has been a repeat team to win a national
Yeah.
championship game. So first time for Indiana. Um, I did see some interesting things where like people were like, the Indiana students don't deserve this because here is the stadium on Curcinetti's
hmm
first game, and then here they are now. And I was like, here's the thing. I think you can definitely say they're a basketball school.
They are.
Like you can't take
They're a
away,
historic basketball school.
yeah, they're definitely not a blue blood football school.
No.
So
But I mean, I'm sitting there like they're gonna name a stadium after him. They're gonna name the state like in Indiana.
Curcinetti,
Yeah.
maybe
After he retires,
I think you maybe
he did a historic thing with a school after 2
I
seasons.
think you need more than just one season.
Yeah. Now like
Because if what happens if next season he goes,
and
I
it's just
mean,
only loss. Like,
I mean, there's a whole bunch of other shit that can like
yeah,
maybe after the season he goes and transfers to a different school,
I don't think he's gonna leave.
do the old Brian Kelly situation,
Yeah.
or
I
uh
think he's gonna stay with Indiana for at least his contract.
last time I heard that
Matt Campbell went off to
prediction,
Penn
or I said
State.
last time I heard that prediction, the coach of Penn State was announced. So
Yeah.
don't know how much I'm gonna trust in what you're saying,
Well, my
but
reasoning for that is that Matt Campbell's much younger than Kurt Signetti by like 30 some odd years
I don't think it
almost.
has anything to do with age. I think it has everything to do with this
Money.
and the likelihood that you're gonna, and I mean, so like money from filling your pockets
Yeah.
and then money going to fill your players' pockets.
Yeah.
That's the two avenues of money that you're gonna be looking at.
2 avenues. So, if anybody hasn't heard, Bo Nix fractured his ankle on
Mhm.
like the second to last play of the game. Um, and is now out for the season going into the AFC Championship. So, kind of
Uh,
that kind of like
intern Josh was like, "Dude, what if they go and sign Philip?"
someone made the meme. They're just like the Broncos have one thing they have to do:
Yeah.
sign Philip Rivers.
I was sitting there, I was like, that is so fucking funny to me. I think they ended up signing Ben DiNucci.
Yeah, who
Welcome back.
was one of their quarterbacks at one point.
Mhm.
And like I saw some of his clips. He went to like a rec flag
I
football
saw
game,
that. Yeah.
and I'm just like, I know it's
Don't
flag football.
don't say what you're gonna say
He
because
looks
it's
good.
not the same.
He looks good. Like his arm motion looks good,
Sure. Yeah, but
and he looks still mobile enough. But it's completely different
yeah.
in the NFL.
So
So
the thing I'll say is like, congratulations, you're not fat coming off the couch.
yeah, you're not like
Uh,
Philip Rivers,
it,
40 years old.
I keep saying Jason Statham. That's not his name.
Item.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'll like the
Yeah.
Jason
Jason
Statham.
Statham.
I always that name will just never
It's you with Carson Beck and Rocco Beck.
a little bit different but
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it?
He has not taken a snap all season.
Nope.
Which I even think is, but I mean, with all the fourth quarter comebacks that the Bonix or the Broncos had, they never had like a standout slaughter where they're like, "Hey, we're gonna pull Bo Nix early,"
Yeah.
and Jason Statham going there with
Jason Statham.
yeah.
Fun fact.
Mm.
Well, Jason Statham was at Auburn in his senior year. Bo Nix came and did a college visit at Auburn, and there's a picture of both of them when Bo Nix is a senior in high school, Statham is a senior in college
Mm-hmm.
together, and then they're put on the same team, and Bo Nix gets the starter position, but then,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like small world.
Yeah. I mean, smaller in that community,
Yeah,
but yeah.
it's just like, 4-year difference between the two.
I mean, big thing that came out of that game was Denver's defense.
Hmm.
Um, they had 3 fumbles. They had what 2 off of Allen and 1 off of Cook. They had 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, 4 tackles for losses. Even then, I think Josh Allen and James Cook did a great job of running it
Hmm.
against the Broncos. And I'll get more into that like when we talk about my prediction into
Yeah.
next week because they can't stop that run with Josh Allen and James Cook. I
Hmm.
think they're gonna have a harder time with uh Travion Henderson
Yeah.
and Ramondre
Well, Mondre
Stevenson.
Stevenson was in concussion protocol, I thought.
I'm sure he's still gonna
Okay.
play.
Yeah.
Like you can be concussion protocol for the week. I'm sure he'll be out
Yeah.
there. As long as he's not fucking DeMar Hamlin levels of
Yeah.
concussion, I
Concussion.
think he's gonna be fine to play.
Yeah.
Um, let me see here. Allen. Sorry. Allen had the 2 fumbles and Cook had the 1 fumble, so I was right there. Buffalo, they couldn't sack Bo Nix. It's gonna be weird when I was looking at the research and I was like looking at like, oh, they didn't get to Bo Nix, and I was like, well, it's not gonna be Bo Nix.
Next week.
Bills dominated time possession with 40 minutes, almost 41 minutes. The problem is that with the Bills, man, especially like to close out that second half,
Hmm.
the Broncos scored like it was like a 10-point swing in the matter of like
Yeah.
22 seconds because Josh Allen did a pretty uncharacteristic sloppy run, in my
Hmm.
opinion, and the ball just came flying out and it
Yep.
led to them.
Getting a field goal.
Yeah.
And like before that, they were starting to move down the field a little bit.
No, I was like one of the first or second plays from the drive because the Broncos just kicked off
Mm.
and I think it was like 22 seconds left and all they really need or what they should have done.
Oh, sorry, it was one play. I'm
Yeah.
mixing up what the.
They should have just took a knee and took it into half,
Yeah.
but he scrambled and like it was a broken play. He tried to make something of it
Yeah. Got stripped. Then kicked the field goal.
and then they come out, they get the ball at half, and then 2 plays
Fumble
again, he
again.
fumbles again. Or yeah, was that
And
him or was that Cook that
that
fumbled
was
that second
another
time?
Josh Allen fumble.
Yeah, I think the James Cook one was the one that happened like very early on in
Yeah.
the game. So
Because James Cook got obliterated on that play when I watched it. Yeah. Because there's the James Cook fumble right there in the second quarter.
yeah. After this game, Bills ownership fired Sean McDermott. You expressed disdain for it. I'll let you have the floor first on
Well, you also shared disdain too, but I thought it was pretty stupid. The Bills have been a great franchise, or at least have always been a contender with Sean McDermott and Josh Allen.
or say since Josh Allen has came into the
Yeah.
picture.
But they kind of came in about
Yeah.
somewhat at the same time.
Yeah.
And Sean McDermott went out of traded his ass off to get Josh Allen when everybody else was saying don't do it.
Mm.
And he's just like, no, I want this pick. Got him, brought in Josh Allen, completely reset their program into being, I dare say, like almost a 90s, obviously they're not getting the Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
almost to that same level of like they're a contender every year. They're going either divisional round, AFC championship over what, like the past 4 or 5 seasons now.
Mm.
They've been a contender every year. And then you fire that coach that makes you a contender. I almost compare it to like the Mike Tomlin thing. But like Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl early in his career when he still had a star-studded cast, and then only dragged his team to the wild card or divisional round
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of his career. And one AFC Championship game, which I'm still upset about. But
I would say that they are different. I wouldn't compare
they
the Sean McDermott to Mike Tomlin
yeah,
fairly. I think they gave Mike Tomlin a very long leash.
they did.
While I don't know if that was the
I'm not saying,
agreement
like
that the Bills had with Sean McDermott. It's like, hey, you get us to the Super Bowl or you're getting fired.
mhm,
But I think you go into this off season, you look at like, okay, we don't have like the best tight end or wide receiver room in the world. I mean, you had to pick up, Brandon Cooks, who is a great wide receiver, but he's getting up there in age and he's not exactly how he
yeah,
was 5, 6 years
yeah.
ago.
But I should have said, like, Sean McDermott definitely didn't have as long as a leash, like what you said,
Yeah.
that Mike Tomlin did. But yeah, it's just like when you're making it 2, 3 games into the playoffs every year, and
Mhm.
then you fire your head coach, that's where I'm like, I don't like that. I think they should have at least, if they're gonna fire him, give him one more season and make sure he knows like this is your last chance.
Mm.
Because this was kind of something that like there was no rumbles beforehand. Like with all these other fires, there's at least rumbles beforehand.
It's always like, hey, you're on the hot seat.
Yeah,
You need to be doing X, Y, and Z, or you're going to be
and commentators are talking about it. News are like whatever,
Mhm.
right? There's absolutely no talk about it. It just kind of
My
happened.
the way I look at it, if you're the Buffalo's front office, is you got to think that there is somebody better out there that
Mhm.
you're willing to bring in.
Yeah,
I don't know who that coach would be.
John Gruden.
I don't think so. I don't know who that coach would be right off the rip.
Hmm.
Unless you're trying to hire someone maybe from like the collegiate level, but
Yeah.
even then, feel like since they're all kind of getting into like they have already started their season in
Hmm.
January and you're about ready to wrap up yours.
Yeah.
You go from like having to like look at like, dude, they got to do something to give Josh Allen some better, cheaper weapons.
Hmm.
Like the way I was looking at during the game, I was like, dude, with all the shit that's going on with AJ Brown, like I don't know if a team's gonna try to go out and try to spend a bunch of money on him,
Hmm.
or he kind of has that Devonte Adams thing where
Yeah.
the Rams pick him up for not a whole lot of money, and
Hmm.
he still goes off and he plays
Yeah.
phenomenally. And I think potentially Josh Allen and AJ Brown would actually be a pretty good
Hmm.
pair. But or you got to draft, some Ohio State fucking wide
Yeah.
receiver right now. What is your opinion of that interception that a lot of people
He didn't have control of the ball when he hit the ground.
I think when you look at it in real time,
When
it
you
is
look at it in real
so
time, it's so bang bang.
that's to me, I'm like, I don't know if with that amount of time, if he gets possession.
Yeah.
And people who compare it to what happened with the Bears and the Rams with Devontae, I don't think that is even
No,
remotely the same. So I agree with the call.
I do too.
I don't think there's a whole lot of controversy
No.
there, but I do see it from not just Bills fans. So I
Yeah.
wanted your take on it.
No, yeah, it's just like the problem is that they don't know how to define a catch
Mm,
like the NFL doesn't, or at least the refs, they don't have the same standard across the board.
mhm,
Because if you follow the standard of certain games, yes, it's a catch for the Bills.
mm.
But if you follow the standard off of other calls throughout the seasons, interception.
Well, if you have this replay assist, I don't know why they don't just expedite it, just come out and go like, "Hey, we took a look at it.
Yeah.
It's a catch and down by
Hmm.
contact. Bills ball at whatever. I
Yeah.
think it was at like the 15 or
Hmm.
whatever."
Yeah. It would have been a huge play for the Bills
I
to
th-
potentially win the game.
I thought the ball was still moving, and then when the Bronco player, I don't even remember who it was that took the ball away. I thought
Was
it
it
was him.
Surtain? McMillan.
Yeah, yeah, it was against Brandon Cooks. Great game overall. Like
Yeah.
not having a real dog in that fight, I thought was a great game.
Hmm.
Take it into overtime.
Yeah. It was just like overtime game in the
Mhm.
playoffs. You always love to see it. And I'm sitting there like, all right, cool.
Pretty gritty game. Had that late lead change where Buffalo took it in the fourth, and
And I'm sitting there
Denver goes back tied
all about the
in.
momentum. Like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. The Bills are in it. They're gonna win this game.
Hmm.
Nope. Yeah. It's I loved watching that game. It was a solid one to watch all the way around.
A least fun one. Like this game to me just felt like I don't want to
Stop
say
it. He's already dead.
like you got first play. I usually say from scrimmage, but this is first play off the kickoff.
Yeah.
85-yard touchdown play, kickoff from Raheed Shaheed, who has been an amazing pickup from them from the Saints. He is definitely like just a dangerous weapon whenever it comes to kickoffs and
Yeah.
punt returns. Uh, do you think they heard that?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
We definitely did.
So my little brother got a new bed for his birthday, and he's building it, and all we heard was a thump, and he went.
Dude, what happened to CMC this game?
Seattle defense, man,
How is
is
Brock Purdy the leading rusher?
yeah. They held CMC. Where did I have it? 11 carries, 35 yards. I also don't think they fed him enough. But when you're down that far bad,
17 points in the first quarter.
it's one of those things that like okay, but how did he do? I mean, even with the receiving yards, he wasn't
Yeah.
because like that's where
Tonja's the tight end,
yeah.
who's a backup tight end, was the only one that was a standout for them with 59 yards.
But that Seattle defense, bro, like that is the part of the game that is most worrisome to me
Yeah.
going into this next week as a Rams fan. But the defense had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. They had 2 fumbles, 2 INTs. They did have that kickoff return, which most of the time factors under if you're doing
Yeah.
fantasy, it goes with the defensive
Mhm.
scores. Brock Purdy, they had him 15 for 27. I think they even brought in Mac Jones
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Well, when it's
Yeah.
what, probably like
He threw for 140
30-something.
yards, no touchdown. He had one of the fumbles and he had one of the INTs. And then I mean the team rushing overall, they had 27 carries. They just barely broke over 100 yards. And then
Brian Robinson Jr. was also looking all
I mean,
right.
in their defense, who's been beat up, but they've been able to kind of stay in games. 2 sacks, 6 tackles for a loss, and that was about it for the things. The one thing that Seattle I thought could have done better on was third down conversions. They were at a 40%. They had 4 out of their 10.
Yeah.
And then 49ers were 6 out of 12, so a little bit more at that 50%, but
Yeah.
overall, I think it was one of those things that after the first quarter, I was sitting there like, man, like
I don't know how you come back from this.
and yeah, they got the 2 field goals in the second quarter
And you're sitting there, what is it, like 24-6, and you're like,
at half, but even 24-6, and I know there's the Tom Brady 3
yeah,
and 27, but
yeah. I'm sitting there like, I was watching it.
Brock Purdy is not Tom Brady.
Yeah. I'm sitting there like, it would take a hell of a lot to get this turnaround,
Yeah,
but I don't think they have it in the tank because they're so beat up.
no, because you don't have George Kittle, you don't have Fred Warner,
Brandon Ayuk.
you well, he hasn't been a
Yeah.
thing all season. But I mean they got Parcells back, but even
Mhm.
then, like Parcells and who's the other like Kendricks? No. Jennings, excuse me.
Yeah, Jawan Jennings.
Like they weren't a huge factor in the game. Like they couldn't stop Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker like 3
And Charbonnet
touchdowns.
too.
But even like they were running more with Kenneth Walker, which like he had he had like a 46-yard touchdown or
Yeah.
something like that. It was probably like one of the better games I've seen Seattle play all year, and which is weird because usually when a team comes off the bye,
Mhm.
there's always that like, oh, they're
That
gonna perform to no, they fucking
yeah.
every aspect of the game. Like there was nothing that you could say that the 49ers can like hang their hat on and go like, "Oh, we did this slightly better than we did Seattle." But like,
No, there's nothing to hang the hat on for. Patriots Texans.
felt weirdly enough like less embarrassingly, Texans Steelers had like the same vibe to me where
Yeah.
both teams were turning the ball
Mhm.
over, but it wasn't like just like that stalemate until
Yeah.
one like Drake May
179, 16 for 27, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception.
with his 2 fumbles,
Yes.
which both of the fumbles, I'll give him like a little bit of grace on. That first one, it seemed like a broken play, QB run up the middle,
Yeah.
and then he dives forward and then just perfect punch out by the
Mhm.
Texans defense. The other one was a strip sack, and I just don't think he saw him coming around.
No.
And then where was I? Oh, Stevenson, 16 carries for 70 yards. Henderson, 12 carries for 25 yards. I think if you're going to be going into Denver, if you just keep handing them the rock,
Yeah.
you're going to probably bend that Broncos defense to the
Mhm.
point of breaking.
Yeah.
Um, Defensively, 3 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, 14 pass deflections, which I thought was huge, 9 QB hits, 4 interceptions. My mom's favorite player, Marcus Jones, got a 26-yard pick six.
Yep.
She will be getting,
5 turnovers for the Texans, by the way.
yeah, we haven't
CJ
even
Stroud,
gotten there.
4 interceptions.
4 interceptions. He also had a fumble. No,
Yep.
Woody Marks had the fumble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then defensively for them, I mean, you feel bad. They had 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. They forced 2 fumbles, and they also had an interception. And I mean, if you're the defense, is like, what more do you want me to do?
Yeah. What more do you want out of my performance
And
to get this win?
at what point, if you're the coach, you go like, you know what, like CJ Stroud is a, gonna be a good young quarterback.
Yeah.
But right now, he thinks he's Josh Allen, but he doesn't play like
No.
it. We got to get a guy like Davis Mills who knows how to like he is perfect at just like he's not gonna wow you. He's not
Mhm.
gonna have those all-star moments, and he's
Yeah.
not gonna like be leading the NFL MVP conversation. But he can do enough to protect the ball and put you in positions to win. Now I know they didn't have what Nico Collins
Yeah, Nico
or
Collins.
Dalton Schultz.
Yep.
I get that, but with everything else,
Mhm.
like, you just need to find better ways to protect the ball and score. Because 2 or 3 of those interceptions should not have been interceptions because they were poorly thrown by CJ Stroud. I know there's one of them that you can argue like, "Oh, well, it was high and it hit the receiver's hands,"
Yeah.
but here's the thing, man,
You're playing in the rain.
like,
No, you're playing in
in the
that sleety
snow, yeah.
snow. Yeah.
So, like, here's the thing, like, if you're looking at it's one of those things that, like, both things can be right. You look at it's like, "Hey, it hit your hands, you gotta fucking catch the ball."
Yeah.
You need to throw it to his fucking chest opposed to above his head.
Yeah. He's
Like,
out in the open.
that
There's no one in front of him. Put it in his chest.
that is how you coach that situation.
Yeah. It's just like both of you are wrong, but you're also both right.
Are you saying that, like, the quarterback and the receiver are both right? Because I would say neither one of them are wrong, unless you're talking about, like, if you're looking at the camps of, like, "Oh, well, he shoulda done and he shoulda
Yeah.
done."
Yeah. Kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that they were right in the situation, but, like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like you got it to him.
Yeah,
You should catch it.
yeah,
But also, kind of like what you just said. Like,
yeah, yeah.
then you turn to your quarterback, get it to his fucking numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of the things and, like, I feel like I don't feel great saying it, but I felt like they put the ball in Stafford's hands maybe a little too much. He was
Mhm.
20 for 42. I definitely think they shoulda leaned on Kyron and Blake Corum. Kyron had
Yeah.
21 carries for 87 yards, that's fine. Corum, I think he only had, like, 6 carries or so. Did I write
Mhm.
that down?
6 carries for
6
19
carries.
yards.
I would have liked a little bit more on the ground,
Yeah.
um, because and the reason I say it is you're playing in those temperatures. It's, passing the wind I don't think was as bad as it could have been,
No.
but it's like Stafford came off of that he had, like, a sprained finger going into that game off his throwing hand, and they're talking about how, like, he just couldn't get into a rhythm. It's like, okay, why don't we and, like
Why don't we establish the run,
yeah, yeah, ground and pound, baby.
ground and pound?
Um,
I think what they're thinking about though is that like Caleb Williams, like the Bears and Caleb Williams is just so electric, like they can pop off in a second. So like they wanted to get as many points as possible, and that's why they're trying to use Matt Stafford more.
the problem is, like, we just had a hard time. We were just put into situations where we couldn't convert on third. Like,
Yeah,
it would be like 1, 2, 3 passes in a row. We would have no time on the clock, and then we'd be punting it off.
yeah,
Especially, like, when it came to the turnovers, we had 3 turnovers. I think I mean, what did only one of those lead to points? Can you scroll down? I know, like
Yeah.
the one at the end, is what led us to
One
get the
one led to a
the
touchdown,
okay, and then the other one led to So that one
punt
was a three and a punt, and the other one was the one that
led
ended
to a
the
field
game.
goal. Yeah.
So excuse me, 2 out of the 3, but still, for me, I want 3 out of 3. Like, we're getting the ball over, we need to be scoring off of it.
It's what that remember the Titans? If you drop a ball, you run a mile.
Yeah. But, like, time of possession, we had 32, the Bears had 39,
Yeah.
which, for all you math majors, they went into overtime. Defensively, I thought, like, here's the thing, Caleb Williams is way more elusive, and I thought for the first 3 quarters, we were doing pretty good about not letting him run.
Mhm.
And then later on, he figured out that he could run.
Yeah.
Let me see. He had
It really seemed like Caleb Williams forgot he can run and extend plays throughout that first half.
and then he started doing he had 5 carries for 40 yards, and
Yeah.
they were big, long runs, which was annoying me. Um, we didn't sack him at all. We had the 3 interceptions. Durant had 2 of them. Curl had the last one, to close it out.
Yep.
Mavis, he made both his field goals, one with the 42-yarder to seal it.
Yeah. I saw someone breaking down that Caleb Williams interception and like
DJ Moore just not being on the
yeah.
same page.
And also
Yeah.
so someone was breaking it down like Caleb Williams gets that massive hit on the side when he rushes for that first down, kind of gets his bell rung a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking of, like, the last play, or their last touchdown of
Yeah.
regulation, when we had it, like, 4th and think not 4th and 11, I can't remember, it was 4th and something,
Yeah.
and we're backing them up, we're about ready to get a sack to close out the game, and he throws it down, and I can't remember which, I think it was Curl, like, just
Yeah.
came forward. He was making it seem like it was a shove. I don't know. To me, it was kinda just hand fighting,
Yeah.
and he just ran towards the ball and just
It,
misread it. But whenever he caught that in the end zone, I was like, "Oh, fuck." And
and
that's what I
I
told
remember sitting there, I texted you too,
everybody was texting me.
and
Everybody was
like
fucking texting me, because
I'm
when
sitting there like,
we had that 4th
yeah,
down stop at the goal line, I was like, "Game's not over,"
yeah.
which I hated to say. I wish that I could go like, "Okay, we're gonna have really good play calls to go and drain out the rest of this
Mhm.
clock."
I was sitting there like, did I fucking just jinx this game for you?
That's why I was like, "The game's not over." I kept saying it to
Yeah. And
people.
that's why, like, after I texted you, I realized I fucked up.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
not responding to him. I'm
yeah,
not texting him back. Not talking to him about the game. I don't want to fuck up this juju
yeah.
for my bud because his team still has a chance.
Overall, I didn't feel great about the performance. I think with the weather and, like, that blizzard
Yeah.
stat that goes around, I think it's one of those ones that's kinda bogus,
Yeah.
because one of the games they were playing, it was when he was on Detroit, which, yeah, look at most of those games that he's on Detroit, so he wasn't winning a whole lot of games in Detroit anyway.
No.
And one of them was like a 45-48 loss to the Jets.
Mhm.
Like, he had 5 touchdowns. How much are you gonna put on that on fucking Matt
Yeah.
Stafford? Like, so anyway, as we get into the conference championships,
One thing I wish I could have seen was like the betting odds when Bo Nix was still the starting quarterback.
I don't think they ever had those, because
They didn't. Yeah.
but if you were saying, like, if we could have seen, like, hey,
Yeah.
this
If we
would
could have
be,
seen it. Yeah.
I would imagine it would be like a
Probably Broncos.
plus 130 Broncos, minus
Yeah.
155 Patriots. That's how I would chalk it up.
Yeah. But now it's -5 spread for the Patriots with -258 and +210 for the Broncos.
And I would have probably moved that spread to like 2.5 to
Yeah.
like 3.5. That's what I would have
Yeah.
imagined if Bo Nix was still
And
there.
I would have probably favored it. Yeah. 2.5 for -2.5 for the Broncos.
You would have had the Broncos as the favorite.
I would have. Their defense is fucking solid.
I think the
Th-
Patriots defense is pretty
I think it'd
solid
be
too. I think they're pretty evenly matched on
yeah.
defensive
The
fronts.
one that where I give the Broncos a little bit with Bo Nix, the edge is that like fourth quarter. I dare say clutch.
Yeah, no, you could have that clutch ability, but I think what the Patriots do is they dominate
Yeah,
for honestly, for the full game.
for the
To
full
me,
game.
I don't see a whole lot of weak quarters out
No.
of them. So even if they would have had that, like, amazing fourth quarter
Mhm.
comeback, I think the Patriots still would have been like I would not have been nervous.
Would you be better if I said -1.5 for the Broncos then?
No,
No, still have
I would still
Patriots?
have the Patriots winning it. I think when we look at it, like I think the yeah, if you can't tell, we're
Yeah.
both gonna go with the Patriots, unfortunately. So let me ask you: if Bo Nix was playing this game, would you pick the Broncos?
I still would have picked the Patriots just because I believe in Mike Vrabel as the coach,
Mhm.
and all around, I think the Patriots have the better
You
team
pick Mike Rabel over. So Mike Rabel, a coach who's never won a Super Bowl, versus Sean Payton, who has won a Super Bowl.
because history has shown that a coach can't win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. There's not been a single coach that's done it.
What is what? But like
I'm just saying, like, yeah,
records get broken like that all the
I know,
time.
and, like, if the Broncos were to get into the Super Bowl with Bo Nix,
Uh huh.
I'd probably end up picking the Broncos over whoever. Well, I'm thinking the Rams are gonna make it in this next round,
I do too.
but, like, Broncos, Rams, I think I would end up picking the Broncos, but it'd be, like,
Mhm.
a slight edge. I'm thinking it's a very tight game, or it's like a Bo Nix comeback from behind. But I'm sticking with Vrabel. I like the mentality he's been doing all season long.
Mhm.
Because this team, not a lot of talent to them, or like star-studded cast, I should say,
Mm.
not talent, because they're all
Wait,
professionals.
who do you say
With the Patriots, not a whole lot of
on
star-studded cast,
what side of the ball,
offense.
bro? I disagree with that
I
wholeheartedly.
think after the season, yeah, like you can say these guys are star-studded.
I think the offense side of the ball for the Patriots is way better, even if you have Bo Nix
Mhm,
with because I think the running backs that the Patriots have
yeah,
are way better. And I get it, J.K. Dobbs is injured,
mhm,
but even then, I would still put Trayvon Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson
yeah,
both like, and that's my key to victory is if you run that rock,
mhm.
found that rock, it
Establish the
will.
run.
Dude, I swear, if they can do that, and you just have Drake May fill in the gaps where
Mhm,
you need with Stephon Diggs, Tayshaun
yeah,
Boutte, Hunter Henry, I think all of those offensive players are better than any of the players on the Broncos.
okay.
Can you tell me who the
I think I messed up earlier when I said Surtain, but Surtain is a wide receiver for,
yeah?
um I'm blanking on all the names right now for the
Are you talking about
Broncos.
Patrick Surtain?
Yeah,
Can you scroll down? You're
and then
thinking of
there's
Cortland.
Sutton
You're thinking of
Cortland
Cortland
Sutton.
Sutton. That's who you're thinking of. Patrick Surtain is on the defense. The way I was looking at this game before the Bo Nix injury was this is going to be the game to shut up all the people
The haters on Mike
going
Vrabel.
going into the Super Bowl where like
Yeah,
the Patriots had a cupcake season, which don't get me wrong, I think is a very valid criticism,
mhm,
very valid. I think that game would have definitely shut up people
yeah,
because I had them winning.
mhm,
Um, But now it just kinda adds to it
yeah,
because no, I'm not saying because like, here's the thing, you can be like a Nick Foles.
yeah,
You can be like a Tom Brady who goes in
mhm,
after Drew Bledsoe. Like, you can have those moments where you launch your career off of
yeah,
an opportunity like this.
mhm,
Now is Jason Statham the guy to do it?
yeah, or Benucci, whatever,
Ben DiNucci?
Ben DiNucci.
Yeah, I'm assuming he probably wouldn't start. It's probably
I
gonna be
I don't
Jason.
think so either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean, have they even said who's gonna be their starter?
It's gotta be Jason Statham.
Statham? Okay.
Yeah.
And then we both are picking the Rams for
Yeah.
against the Seahawks.
I mean, the way the thing I look at, I went back and I watched both these games that they played. They're both really close games. It's definitely be like a one score game. I think a lot of people are putting hype on the Seattle Seahawks because they just had the steamroller
Yeah.
go through. Well, I mean, I was gonna
S
say go through
Yeah.
San Francisco. They played at home, but my
Go through
point
the
still,
San Francisco team.
yeah. I think with them playing twice a year, I just think Sean McVay is gonna be
Yeah.
able like that is the coach who can go into Lumen Stadium or Lumen Field and not worry about the 12th man.
Yeah.
I think his historically, as in last year, the Rams have Sam Darnold's number.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Sam Darnold has that in him to go back and go like, okay, you guys fucked up my chances in
In
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Like, this is my comeback game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Think this is where, and honestly, I don't see it like the first game where it was like a 21-19 affair. I think it's probably gonna be closer to like how it was.
Yeah, last time overtime.
And I think, like I said, it took Seattle's best game and some fucking voodoo for them to come out with that victory.
Yeah.
Because you had a Rams touchdown get taken off the board when it should not have been.
Mm-hmm.
You had 3 2-point conversions, which one of them, I think a lot of people would look back on it and go like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have gotten that one.
Yeah.
And then the other 2, I think, were pretty fair square.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, we're going to tighten up some stuff. We're going to tighten up some special teams gaps. I think we're going to try to keep the ball away from Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
Because that's like a big, I think they would beat us in that special teams department.
Mm-hmm.
I think offensive side of the ball we're about even, which is
Agree offensively.
I think that's putting a lot more respect on JSN
Mm-hmm.
because I think he takes up so much stock,
Oh, he does.
and we need our defensive backs to be fucking lights out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can.
It's
And
like doubling up Jason every fucking play.
but even then, you're gonna be leaving open.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to deal with Cooper Kupp, he's it's him and Sam
Yeah.
Darnold planning some revenge game, and so I need the defense to step up. I need them to take the ball away, and I need us to score off of those.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to do better on third down. Just this postseason, we are during the playoffs. We're 8 for 29, 27%.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the ball, the other team, 14 for 31. They're converting 35% of the time. Now, I will say our turnovers were +4 in the turnover department. So
How's Seattle in the turnover department?
However they did last week, because that's their only game they played because that's all you're getting. So
Yeah.
I should have done more like combining the postseason and the regular, but just as postseason, what, 3?
Yeah, they're
+3?
+3. And they have their opponents at -3 on average.
Which that's the 49ers. So I don't put too much stock into those. I was looking more about kind of the year,
Well,
but
this is the whole year.
no, that's postseason.
They were -3 in the regular season, and opponents were +3.
So you want to go all year, they're 0. But I think Seattle carries a ton, a ton, a ton of momentum. They are the Rolling Stone coming down the cliff. Can the Rams defense stop it on a dime?
Yeah.
Or are they going to get rolled right off the edge?
Yeah. Are they gonna be the speed bump?
I don't even want them to be like I think we could do the bend don't break.
Yeah.
But we got to be clicking on all
Are you
sides.
wanting to be a jersey barrier versus Lambo or a speed bump versus Lambo?
What's a jersey barrier?
Like those giant jersey Texas barrier, the T barriers.
And help me, dog. I don't know barrier names.
Like these bad mama jammas.
Oh.
These bitches.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know. I just called them barriers, barricades, like
for you guys at home, this is a Texas barrier or Jersey barrier is the other name.
I guess it depends on what state you live closer.
Well, the company that makes them is Jersey and Median Barriers.
See,
Jersey is the company.
People say you don't learn anything on this podcast. What do you call that? What do you call that? So
it's kind of like the Connex shipping container argument that we had last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I've ran into more people who's called them Conexes, not military folk.
Okay. So at least there's more people now.
I drill into them.
Yeah.
They're spouses of military folk.
So okay.
Not completely off the
military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into
trivia.
Sponsored by
Hart Ventures Electrical Services. Free estimates in the Iowa and Nebraska area. All around the place. Good guy. Hit him up. He's down in the description. as we're coming to the end of the season, we do have a lot of stuff lined up for in the off season to talk about. We keep on talking about wanting to do the combine stuff. We're gonna be knocking that out this off
I
season.
got to start training for that. If
Yeah,
that's the
me
case,
too.
I don't want to have like really
Well,
bad
yeah,
numbers. Once we do it every year, then I can see like, okay, this is how I'm improving.
yeah.
But
We potentially talked about doing gaming stuff as well, which we'd probably have to make a second channel that you guys go to.
well, I like the idea that we had where
Yeah, we could toss it in the back or like B-roll or something.
where it's like the
Yeah.
second half of the video.
Or like while we're in the middle of talking about something, we could just toss in B-roll. Um, what were some of the other things? We have interviews that we want to
Ready?
hit up as well.
Okay, pick this one special.
Okay.
All right. Feel free to play with us at home. This one is a bit of a layup. Thought it
Okay.
was definitely cupcake
Yeah.
for you. Um, it's trivia time.
It's
I
trivia
put
time.
this one in because I wanted to do what our scores were,
Mhm.
and I just got lazy and I didn't feel
Yeah.
like looking it up and adding. So tier one is the undisputed king of white boy summer, as I would like to think he is known by. He is number 40. He went to Purdue from 1992 to 1995. He was in the NFL draft in 1996, second round, 35th pick overall. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a three-time first team All Pro. He's a second team All Pro, six-time Pro Bowler, Tampa Bay Buccaneer Ring of Honor, third third team All American in 1995, second or two-time second team All Big Ten 1994, 1995, Purdue Intercollegiate Athlete Hall of Fame and Indiana Football Hall of Fame.
I think that's for the state, not
Yes.
for, yeah.
Yeah.
I said it earlier in the show, Mike Allstott.
Incorrect. This is Mike Allslot coming up this is not a great like
No,
whenever I could find the
like
GIF and I was like
you see him running.
you can tell this is him. The shoulder
Yeah.
pads, this is all very Mike. I forgot. Yeah, okay. So round number 2. This guy I intentionally took off the team
Okay.
because I think it's a guy I know you know.
Mhm.
But the problem is he has a very interesting story.
Okay.
On why this happened. So his college was Auburn in 1982 to 1985. He's the NFL draft pick, first round, first overall pick in 1986. He was selected to the Pro Bowl in 1990. He's a Bart Bell Memorial Trophy winner. He's a UPI All Rookie Team in 1987, Heisman Trophy winner 1985, Walter Camp Award in 1985, the Chick Harley Award in 1985. SN Player of the Year 1985, UPI Player of the Year 1985, Unanimous All American in 1985, Consensus All American
Consensus.
Consensus All American in 1983, SEC Male Athlete of the Year 1986, SEC Player of the Year 1985, UPI SEC Offensive Player of the Year 1983. Almost done. Time 3 first team All SEC in 1982, 1983, 1985. Auburn Tiger number 34 was retired.
Mhm.
Walter Camp all-time All-American and the SEC football legend. Don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
NFL record most career rushes of 90 plus yards. He did it twice. So if you're looking at this, he was selected first round, first overall pick in 1986.
Mhm.
He did not play a down during that season.
Yeah.
He later went and played for a different team in 1987.
Did he play with Tampa all 4 years?
No,
No. Was he with Tampa at the end, I'm assuming?
no. He was drafted first overall. Like he was drafted in 1986 by Tampa Bay.
Okay. So like he was on the team for one season and just never played with them?
He got drafted by them. He never
Got a like received
he never played a down for Tampa Bay.
ah.
he actually
Trying to think
really
through.
hated Tampa Bay after what they did to that what they did to him.
What did they do to him?
They gave him a ride on a private jet owned by the team, but when he was still in college.
Mhm.
So it affected a different athletic.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Reggie Bush. Is it not no,
No.
sorry, USC, Reggie Bush. Sorry, my bad.
You said that
Okay,
so
keep
confidently.
yeah. I
You
was
said that
thinking
so
fucked up his
confidently.
Heisman. Yeah, never mind, as
No.
it was.
Yeah, but I say he won the Heisman in
Yeah.
1985. But it destroyed a different collegiate career path that he wanted to pursue.
Was this Bo Jackson?
This is Bo Jackson. So the story goes in 1985, Bo Jackson was the hottest thing.
Mhm.
So whenever he's doing his different kind of things,
Yeah.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers flew him out privately
Mhm.
to look
Look,
at,
yeah.
but he was still a college athlete.
Mhm.
He wanted to be sure that nothing would affect him being able to go and play his senior season of
Yeah.
baseball and affecting his draft. Well, whenever they saw like the NCAA saw him take that private jet that was flown
Mhm.
by the Buccaneers, he lost the chance to play his senior year of
Yeah.
baseball. So he said to them, "Do not draft me. If you draft me, I will never play for you.
Yeah.
You ruined this for me. You lied to me. You fucked
Mhm.
up this whole chance of trying
Yeah.
to begin." He ended up still playing baseball for the Royals.
Yeah.
Um, so he got drafted and he never played it down for him.
Mhm.
And it was I would have to take a look. I think he's probably one of the few people ever to be drafted by a team and just
Never
never,
play.
well, first overall
Well, like,
draft
yeah.
pick who got drafted and never played it down and went and
Mhm.
played for a different team, not
Yeah.
due to injury. So I'm glad you got that. I
Yeah.
almost took it away from you when you
Yeah.
said Reggie Bush
I
because
got so
the
confused.
confidence you
Yeah.
said, I was like, oh boy, he's wrong.
My thinking was just when you said
Because
ruined collegiate,
yeah,
I should have let you
you
finish your
you
sentence.
were definitely like,
Yeah.
let me get that.
Let me get that one.
So, like I said, these are all pretty,
Yeah.
pretty. I figured you would know all these guys. So number 3 is another king of White Boy Summer. Um, he is currently Tampa Bay's like president
Mhm.
of like football, kind of like what Matt Ryan does for the
Yeah.
Falcons. So he went to Stanford from 1989 to 1992. He was drafted in 1993 by the Buccaneers, third round, 82nd overall pick. He was a safety, number 47. Um, he was in their Super Bowl with Mike Allsett.
Yep.
He's a two-time first team All Pro, 1999 and 2000. He is a two-time second team All Pro in 2001 and 2002. He was in the Pro Bowl 9 times, 1997, 1999 through 2002, and 2004 through 2007. He is the Bart Starr Award winner in 2007. He is in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Ring of Honor. He is in the Denver Broncos Ring of Honor or Ring of
Yeah.
Fame, excuse me. He is a third team All American in 1992. He's a first team All Pac-10 in 1992. And then
And
under his operational, he was
yeah.
the PFWA Executive of the
And
Year in
I think
2019.
I'm gonna disappoint you on this one, but I'm just drawing a blank. I can see the number, I can see him playing.
hmm
I just can't remember a name. It's just one of those ones where like
He has a very basic first name.
I'm assuming like John.
It is John. And then his last name is an action. Not a great action to do to another person.
John Stroke.
No. Do you even want to like attempt on this one?
No, I'm blanking on it.
This is John Lynch. So, yeah, he was a big
I
part of their
told you, like,
defense
I'm sitting
during
there,
the
it's one of
yeah.
those I can see him play,
Mhm.
legend. I'm just blanking on the I knew I was on the right track with John. I think you just have to
Yeah, yeah.
exit, yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
switched
yeah,
it
yeah,
back over to
yeah.
MattCast 2 or
But
MattCast 1.
yeah, God, I'm upset about not getting John Lynch.
Like I was like, you can get all three of
Yeah.
these. I thought all three of these were pretty easy.
Yeah, no,
And
they
they're
are.
all like really good
Yeah,
players.
and John Lynch, that's on me. I'm sorry to this. I thought I was finally gonna get a perfect week.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
I thought the one that was going to trip you up the most was Bo Jackson. That's why I intentionally blacked out the
yeah.
Raiders. But I think as soon as you would have saw
But
the
see
Raiders,
Raiders, yeah.
you would have been like, okay, that's
Oh,
for
yeah,
Bo
yeah.
Jackson.
Whatever. Did Bo Jackson only play 4
He
years?
only played 4 years.
Did he just retire at the top of his game,
I
or
think he got injured, if I remember right.
oh, shit.
Right, he either broke his leg or like
Hmm,
he didn't have like a long
yeah,
career in the NFL. Same thing with MLB. I don't think he
yeah. Well,
tend on that.
yeah,
Depressing
depending on
note.
that. Lots of stuff to go over in the off season. We got a potential editor. We'll be doing a whole lot more stuff going into, also one of the series too. I'm gonna be breaking down the college football model, all 136 teams.
Mm.
I'm gonna turn that into like a little like mini 10-minute long video series.
Yeah, he's gonna start from like this is his the model and his own
Yep,
subjective like this is who I think is the bottom of the
yep.
CFP, and then we're gonna compare
I'm
it
just
to
gonna take all the numbers and
yeah
like this is how they ranked out, and this is how like I might even break it down like per conference, just so I can get like, okay, cool. How's the strength of schedule for this team? That will
hmm
also play into effect of how they rank and everything.
yeah
But yeah, still building all up together, and then it's just gonna take a while to
break that down and
put all the put all the teams and type out everything.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. So give it a little bit of time. I'm thinking maybe Aprilish that series might be starting to push out to you guys.
Any suggestions on content you would like us to do during the off season? We have like a pretty good list. We're gonna do more quizzes where like the video is just strictly a quiz.
Mhm.
We're gonna do interviews with our fantasy football coaches just because we've always talked about them. It's time for people
Yeah,
to meet them and know who we're talking about, put a
yeah,
face with the name.
and then also it'll help us like to like get an actual draft order going through for everything,
Mm,
put all that in, and then we can hand off a trophy to our champion, and then kind of make it like a yearly thing of like interviewing with the coaches and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of like spoof stuff. Kind of funny.
Yeah, we're gonna try and make it a little more on the spoofier side
Yeah,
than being straight up.
yeah.
So with that, you got anything else you want to say
No,
before?
thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Maddie Light, joined by my co-host Maddie J. Thank you guys for coming. Bye.
Bye.